Good day, and welcome to Santa Fe Senior Fit. I'm Gary Schneider. Let's get ready to get fit, healthy, and at your best. Today, we're going to do some chair exercises. Chair exercises go back to fitness guru Jack LaLanne. And for seniors, chair exercises offer a safe and effective way to maintain strength, improve flexibility, and boost your coordination. You can work your core, glutes, lower and upper body, plus your thighs. And if you have limited mobility, you can build muscle without putting too much stress on the joints using just a chair. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start off with some warm-up exercises to get your whole body moving. And the first one is seated jacks. It's just like it sounds, seated jacks, but instead of standing up and doing jumping jacks, you're seated. So here in most of these exercises, it's really important to keep your back straight and your shoulders kind of back. You don't want to be leaning over. So seated jacks. You can really kind of feel this also, your outer thighs, your shoulders. It's really both this and standing jumping jacks is really a good warm-up. So that's seated jacks. So the next one we're going to do is the seated alternating toe touch. And here, you kind of want to lean back more in the middle of your chair. Again, back straight. And probably the best way is just to go ahead and show you how you do this, but you just alternate toe touches. And I like to swing my arm that's not touching the toe back. You're kind of twisting your core and working it a little bit more. Some people, when they're doing that, when they're touching, they do that. But I think you get more of a workout when you bring that arm back. So moving on now to the seated skater. And here you're back on the edge of your chair. Back straight. And let's put one leg out, perpendicular with the other foot. And here you're just skating. Again, keeping that back and spine straight. You don't want to be leaning over doing that. So just, that's the seated skater. And then finally, for warm-up exercises, we're going to do the incline mountain climber. And here, you want to start in a plank position. The best way to do it, and I'm going to turn the chair a little bit, but you want to put your hands on the front of the chair, make sure you got a good solid grip, and then get it in a plank position. Keep that back straight, and then just rotate, pushing the knees up. And the faster you go, the better the workout. So that's some warm-up exercises. And next, coming up, I'm going to introduce you to my wife, Carol. So I'd like to introduce my wife, Carol, who's also a great tennis player. I brought her on to show us some exercises that really work the core. So the first thing she is going to do is start off with a seated oblique crunch. And this is where you bring your right elbow to your right knee, and then you alternate that left elbow to the left knee. So you really want to also make sure you keep your back straight when you're doing this. And sit basically in the middle of the chair with your fingers behind your head. So when you're doing this, make sure you're not bending your neck. Use your torso to bend. You really want to focus on that core and feel the core. Keep that neck and spine straight. Good. Okay, now we're going to modify this and just alternate. So we're going to take the right elbow to the left knee and the left elbow to the right knee and just alternate. And again, you want to focus on the core and not on moving that neck. If you turn that core, it's going to move your neck automatically. Good. Looks good. All right, and then finally, Carol's going to do the chair leg lift, which also works not only the core, but it also works your glutes. So, Carol, if you'll stand up, I'm going to turn the chair so you can kind of get a side view. So here, you want to stand straight and just bring one leg back and hold it for about 2 seconds. And maybe do 12, 15 reps, and then alternate and do the other leg. keep your feet toe pointed straight. You're bringing it out. Hold it for 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, good. We're going to do some chair exercises that work the thighs, the glutes, and some balance. First one's a single leg squat. So here you want to be sitting down a little bit toward the edge of your chair. You're going to have your feet pointed straight, sitting up straight in your chair. One leg back a little bit, the other one forward. You're just going to stand up to balance. So do as many of those as you can. Ideally 8 to 12 reps on one side and the same on the other side. Now we're going to do the Bulgarian split squats. So here, you want to stand about 2 feet in front of your chair. Give yourself enough room. You're going to place one leg back with your foot toward the front. And then you're just going to squat down. So you're going to make sure you go straight up and down. Don't be going sideways or leaning forward. You almost feel your knee touching the ground, but don't actually have it touch the ground. So do as many of those as you can. That 8 to 12 rep range. Do one leg and then do the other. For the final one, we're going to do the seated squat. So here, this one's a little bit easier than the first two. We're going to sit on the edge of the chair, feet pointed straight forward. Again, sitting with your back straight. You're just going to raise up, squat back down. Now you don't want to sit down on the chair. It's okay to have your bottom kind of touch the chair, or you don't have to have it touch at all, but right in that same range. Looks like this. Nice, slow, steady tempo. Don't be leaning over. Go straight up and down. Up and down. So 8 to 12 reps in that range. Now to make it where it works more your inner thighs, you widen your feet a little more. And you have your feet pointed out just slightly. You do the same thing. Just nice steady tempo. For some, they like to put their hands behind their head. That's okay too, if you want to do that. Just up and down. Okay, now for the final two exercises, one for chest and one for triceps. So the first one we're going to do on chest is an incline push-up. Really works the chest muscles, but you want to make sure your chair is stable. You want to place your hands, let me show you, scoot it back a little bit. You want to place your hands toward the front and make sure you put your legs straight back out. Keep your spine straight, like this. Do a nice, slow, steady tempo. You'll probably also feel this a little bit in your triceps. So if that's a little bit too hard for you, you can also start out on your knees. But make sure your knees are a little bit further back, but not so far back that you can't do the incline push-up. And then just lean forward. Keeping your spine and back straight. Like that. Okay, now for triceps, we're going to do dips. So again, make sure your chair is stable. Kind of sit toward the edge of your chair to start. And you're going to cup your hands over the chair on the front. So when you're ready, scoot forward. Keep your feet, knees, everything in line underneath your hips. Stretch out. and then do dips. Again, nice, slow, steady tempo. You don't want to be doing too fast. And then when you're through, come back up into the chair. So that's it for today. Hope these exercises were beneficial to you on your journey to fitness. And remember to check out my blog, Santa Fe Fit, for all the latest on nutrition and fitness. Thanks, and God bless.